Game week 18, it's a bit of a weird one, I'm not going to lie. There's only 5 games in this game week because they've split it up with game week 18 and game week 19 also. Why are like most of the games getting postponed? I've had enough of it. I cannot wait till COVID is over and we can finally get all 10 games in a week. You know the drill, we're predicting every single game in game week 18 and we're going to predict the scores. Let's get into it. Aston Villa versus Burnley is a bit of a hard one to predict, I'm not going to lie. Burnley, they're in the relegation zone, but they're not actually a bad team. I'm not lying. They just get draws. They only get draws. Somehow they're 18th, but in their last 5 games, they've drew 4 games. Also, most recently, got a 0-0 draw with West Ham. Looking at it like that, I don't know if Steven Gerrard's men are actually going to be able to score more than 1. Aston Villa have gone up the table. They're going up and up and up ever since Dean Smith left. Just beat Dean Smith's new team, Norwich, 2-0. So everything's really happy at Villa, and I hope for them that they have a good season. Currently they're in 10th, and I think they're going to go higher in the table. That's right, I'm going to say a 2-1 win for Villa. It's going to be very hard, very scrappy, very sloppy game, but at the end of the day, just McGinn's going to work his magic and he'll get both assists. On to number 2, and it's Leeds versus Arsenal. Leeds versus Arsenal should be a pretty easy game on paper. I mean, when you look at Arsenal, 4th position, so that means if the season ended, they're getting Champions League. But when you look at Leeds, it's not great for them right now. In 16th position, 5 points away from the relegation zone, and have not had a good season at all. I mean, last season we were actually saying for this to be their season when they go into Europe, and Arsenal will sort of take their place, but it's just got worse for them and got much better for Arsenal. Arsenal just actually beat their top 4 contenders, West Ham United, in a 2-0 win. And to be honest, when you look at West Ham, you don't think they're the team that's going to get played about. You know, they're not going to be dominated. That's just not how Moyes conducts his team. But they really were. And this Arsenal side is actually looking very scary. I mean, last week, I'm going to say this, I was not a big fan of Arteta, but after watching him in that Southampton game and the West Ham game, my opinion turned right round on him. I think if Arsenal need to have any problems with anyone, it's really the players or the people in higher management, not Arteta, because his tactics are absolutely superb. With Leeds, they do have a great manager in Bielsa, but it's just not working. They're not being able to score. They're looking really boring right now, and it seems like their players, they're a bit puffed out after having one season in the best league in the world. I'm going to say right now, Smith Rowe's on fire. He's going to get another goal, and it's going to be just a comfortable 1-0 win for the Arsenal boys. On to numero tres, and we've got Newcastle versus Manchester City. Where do I even start with Man City? I mean, they just absolutely demolished their last game, winning 7-0, and I just think they've got the momentum to be winning every single game now. They've won their last 5 games comfortably, all of them, and I think Newcastle are easily facing their biggest challenge of this whole entire season. Newcastle are still in the relegation zone, and losing this game, which is pretty much already confirmed, you never know. You know, Manchester City, they always struggle against teams, most notably losing to Norwich, you know, Leeds, relegation side teams when they first go up to the Prem. And Newcastle, although they're in the relegation, they're better than they look. But losing this game, that's going to be so demoralising, because even if Norwich City get a draw, Newcastle are in 20th. They are not going to be looking good. The future is not looking bright for the Magpies. When you look at Manchester City, you just know the squad they have right now is easily going to dominate against a side like Newcastle. Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Sergio Aguero, No, absolutely not Sergio Aguero. Gabriel Jesus, I meant. Sterling. Players like that are really good on the ball. And whenever I watch Manchester City, they just always dominate in possession. And that's going to be the real killing factor for the Newcastle loss. That's right, I'm going to say 4-0 to City. Newcastle are not going to get anything out of this. There's just no way. On to game number 4, and it's Wolves playing at home against Chelsea. Now, when you think Chelsea versus Wolves, you think Chelsea are going to easily win. But actually, I don't think that's going to really happen. They are sitting in 3rd place right now in the Premier League, but their last 5 games have been a draw, win, loss, win, draw. Only getting 2 wins out of your last 5 games is definitely not good enough. This will be a definite tough test for Wolves, but they're in 8th position right now. They are looking like a very, very good team. I mean, under their new manager, it looks like he has really recovered what Nuno Espirito Santo built in the first couple years in the Prem with Wolves. Chelsea's last game was a 1-1 draw with Everton, and I'm going to say it again. 1-1 draw with Wolverhampton Wanderers. I believe that Neves is going to score an absolute wonder goal. You heard it first here. And I also think that Jorginho is going to score a pen. So really, Wolves should be winning this, but it's a draw for them. On to the homepage game for this game week. That's a definite one. And it is Tottenham playing at home against Liverpool. Now, Tottenham, what a boring team. What a boring team they are. No offence to the Tottenham fans, but really, Conte is such a boring manager. I've tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm happy he did not come to Manchester United. Having said that, they have won their last 3 games. So, fair play. I mean, for Tottenham right now, winning their last 3 games is a definite positive. Liverpool, on the other hand, they are in 2nd in the league, 1 point from being 1st, just behind Manchester City, and are keeping up their winning form. I mean, I cannot remember the last time they've got a draw or they lost a game. I think that must have been over 15 games ago. It looks like Mane's coming back on form. Roberto Firmino is still very much quiet. I don't know what's happened to him over the last couple of seasons. He's been a bit of a downfall. But Salah, he is on Ballon d'Or contending form. This guy, if he keeps it up to the end of the year, win the Ballon d'Or, mate. Coming from a United fan. Speaking of Ballon d'Or contenders, Kane is really not up to it. I don't know what's going on with him. 1 goal in his last 15 games. Fred's got more, lads. You really need to find some solution quick. Because if you play against Liverpool and you do not bag, then there is no way that you're getting a result from it. Because you need goals to win against Liverpool. None of this defensive stuff, because Salah, Mane, Roberto Firmino, Jota, they're going to be on the defender's tail every minute of that full 90. You are not going to be able to win all of your battles against the Liverpool attack. So Kane better be on form for this one. I'm actually going to say a 3-1 win to Liverpool with, I'm going to say a Bergwijn goal for Spurs, because I love Bergwijn. He's always good for the Netherlands, and I just feel like maybe he'd get a cheeky goal. He always scores against big clubs, and I do think that Salah's going to get a brace and Mane's going to slot one in.